Hi folks, how are we doing? Today is the 25th of May 2023 and I'm going to do a video, oh no shit, Sherlock, that I've not done for a while. Do you know, I've not done monthly reviews, monthly energy updates, I've not done moon stuff, I've not done any of that stuff for quite some time. So I'm getting back into what actually matters. Okay, so June 2023. Let's see what comes up. So June, before I even start, we know we've got the solstice. So we're at the half year mark, aren't we? No matter where you are in the world. And I think June, I mean, I'm born in June. I love June. And I think it's a month of thinking and taking stock of the year ahead and being present with the year ahead and being present with what comes up with the year ahead. And I think it's a month of looking how far you've come, but also what else is to do and what else is to enjoy and embrace, and how have you changed from December, January to June. So I've got 3 decks in front of me. I'm just going to go straight into the decks. Wheel of the Year, which is a lovely little dinky deck, and that is by, I don't know, but I'll put all my decks in the description. Priestess of Light by Sandra and Taylor and Kimberly Weber, and the Quantum Oracle by, again, Sandra and Taylor. I've got a Sandra and Taylor vibe going today. We'll have a look at the energies for us. We'll have a look at any, look at any predictions, any global stuff that wants to come through, and see what the cards, hand it all over to the cards. Okay, so let's have a look at June 2023. I'm hearing the word uprising, and the thing is, that word could actually be for any month of the year at the minute, but I am hearing the word uprising. So we'll start off with 3 cards. Oops. That's interesting. I think we're going straight into predictions, okay? And this is the 5 of Cups. At the bottom, can you see that? I forget it's only a little dinky deck. 5 of Cups. I think before we even go any further, there is some environmental stuff that's coming in June. Freak weather type things, and I'll show you why. We've got the card of anxieties and trying to escape something. Movement of people. And the card of, which one is this? This is 7 of Wands. It's a card of boundaries. Can you see those cards? So environmental stuff, movement, people relocating. So whether this is an event that comes up, whether movement, it could even be that you're planning to move. People are wanting movement. There's movement that comes in unplanned, where shit, the weather or whatever. That's interesting. I'm just seeing like a camera. Well, it wasn't a camera actually, it's a yoga spotlight, and it literally went round the world and it actually landed on some countries, and because I'm stupid with geography, I've no idea where it landed. But it's almost like there's something comes in June and it forces people to look at where they're living. I've seen a volcano as well, so there's a volcano, and there is this kind of energy as I'm doing this now of energetic volcanoes going off all over the world. The sky in the UK, wasn't last night, the night before, I was looking at it because honestly it was beautiful, and it got to a point where I thought, what does that look like? Because it reminds me of something, and it was lava. You know when lava comes down, and I thought, yeah, we're going through lots of energetic volcanoes at the minute, not physical, but internal volcanoes, eruptions of healing, eruptions of light, eruptions of clarity. We're also doing energetic stuff, so the underbelly coming up, the underbelly within us all, the underbelly within the globe, within the world. So usually we've got all the energetic stuff coming on. We also at some point get the physical release as well. So yes, also as well, not running away from yourself in June as well, not running away from your shadow, not running away from your fears, from your overwhelm, from your anxiety, and actually realising that you can move through it. You can move through it. And the other message is that actually finding a way to move through your own internal, we're not environmental now, we're coming internal. So go realising that, you know what, I do have these anxieties, I have these fears for the future, I'm worried about this, that, the other, but actually I know that I can get through this in my own way. And what Spirit are asking us, do you like my nail polish by the way? What Spirit are asking us is to find our way through stuff rather than run from it. And find our way through ourselves rather than run from it. And also boundaries. Boundaries with situations, boundaries with ourselves and our thoughts, and boundaries with the world and what we let in. Interesting. Let me know in the comments if you like that little bit of a message that came through. Let's move on and see what this deck has to say, which is the Quantum Oracle. So June 2023. June 2023. Ooh. It's going to be a big one, you know. But I'm hearing there's something that we can't see that comes up in June. A big global event. Fragmented energy. There's a theme coming on, fragmented energy. So this is what we're on to now. I'm going to start speaking, but I'm going to pull instead. Optimism. Oh, I know what this message is about. Yes. Higher self. Yes. New supportive connections at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So these three cards here, I'll remind you again what they are. Fragmented energy, optimism, and your higher self. At the minute, and this is not just at the minute, actually this has been going on for quite some time, there is a lot of, what do I say about this? Controversial, negative, heavy, difficult stuff out there online in all different ways, shapes and forms. And what June is telling us to do and advising us to do is to, me included, because I can be guilty of this, is to come back to ourselves, to not lose ourselves in somebody else's paradigm. And this is spiritual community as well. I'm thinking about doing a video at some point on some of the things I'm seeing without mentioning names, some of the things I'm hearing in personal sessions from what people are seeing out on YouTube, out on Instagram. And I think there's a real important message here too, not just about politics and royalty and stardom and all of that, but about the influencers that we see online, including myself, that come on and give guidance, give information, give narrative, give their narrative, give the world narrative, and actually not to be so fragmented, to make sure that, yes, we're watching things or whatever, but ultimately we're not fragmenting. We're not losing ourselves to the whole world, because every time we watch something, read something, play something, we lose a fragment of our power, and in some cases your soul. Not to be scary or doom and gloomy, but you can lose a fragment of yourself to it. So this is about coming back to yourself and realising that, yes, at the minute, bad things are happening in the world, but ultimately the world is also a very beautiful place. Very beautiful place. There are some dark people in this world at the minute, but within those dark people are fragments of light. And with the world that maybe has some dark people in it, there are also some really good, decent people out there. Not everything is scary, or not everything you eat, you touch, you do is going to... There's all that out there. I don't know if you've noticed that. Don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this, don't drink that, don't do this. God, you know, don't put this on, don't do that, don't wear this, don't watch that, this'll get you. Honestly. And I think, you know what? Okay, thank you, I've heard you, but I'll make a decision about what suits me and what's good for me, and actually trusting your own higher self through all of this, because there is a lot of this. There is a lot of this at the minute, not just on the global stage, but within the spiritual community. You must do this, you must do that, you mustn't do this, you mustn't say that, don't manifest this, don't do that, blah, 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 blah. Including you, Claire. I try not to. Anyway, So this is about coming back to our higher self. Moving on to the other deck, Priestess of Light. Ooh, that's something I might talk about in this video. If I remember it, I'll talk about it. If not, then it's not meant to be. Courage, strength, fierceness, and family. So this is about community. So spotlight also on your strength, your fierceness, and your family. So family stuff coming up in June. Telepathy, transmission, perception, and communication. How we perceive the world. One situation seen by 10 different people will be seen 10 different ways. In some cases, 10 very different ways. And that's with speech, with sight, with colour, with senses, with sound. So understanding that your perception of the world is going to be different from others, and that's fine. Being at peace with that, because actually sometimes when you look at other people and their perception's different, it can cause us to feel anxiety. So spotlight is on telepathy. Spotlight is how we communicate with each other. More of us will be communicating via the mind rather than the speech. Also as well, maybe, and what I'm feeling with this is if there are people in your life that you no longer see, there's been a falling out, saying what you need to see in your mind and sending it to them. But before we go any further, making sure that what you're saying is not toxic or disempowering to yourself. Like, for example, let me give you 2 examples. So I'll say it out loud, but obviously I'd be saying this in my head, so don't do this. I really want you back. I really want you to come back and love me. I just want to put everything right, and I won't bug you again. I won't say that again. I just want to be loved. I just want you back in my life. I'm nothing without you. Okay. No, we don't want that. But what we can say is, say that's a relationship thing, is forgiveness, understanding. Thank you for showing up in the way you needed to. If this is the ending for us, then thank you. Please forgive me. Move on. Thank you for playing your role. I no longer hold you a perpetrator in my life. I no longer hold you as the villain. If we are meant to get together again in a future lifetime or whatever, and it's healthy and it's balanced, that's fine. Say if it's a child that's left you, or somebody in the family's left you, or a friend's left you. This is all about discernment as well. If it's a toxic friend, do you really want to be building a bridge between that? But say you've both had words, something's happened, it's exploded, it's about healing that. Also as well about putting the energetic bridge up. So if somebody's left, and again, this is not about, I want you back. It's not that. It's a bridge you build between you both, when at any time, if and when that person is ready, they can walk across that bridge back to you, okay? But I repeat, it is not a bridge that you walk over, you drag them and you drag them back. It's just not. And because anything we do like that always gets us. So communicating with people in the astral as well whilst we're dreaming. Sensuality, feminine wisdom and passion. So the emphasis on our own sensuality, our own wisdom, in a world of AI, which is really, really, well, not really bad, don't be dramatic, but really over the top at the minute, where you're going on. And now, I mean, they've done a picture now, and so many people have fallen on this. William and Harry embrace at the coronation. They're totally wearing not what they were at the coronation. They're totally outside a different building. And people are spreading it on social media going, oh wow guys, William and Harry embraced at the coronation and it's an AI picture. This is getting dangerous. It's also about our beauty and how we're seen, and speech. People putting things over people's speeches to change their words. There is a lot of that happening. Honestly, it's freaky at the minute. You'll get somebody say on TikTok and they're talking and they're not actually saying it. Please be mindful of that. So coming back to normal, natural, organic, wholesome sensuality. Coming back to normal, natural, organic, feminine wisdom and passion is really important. And the third card that came out was Sacred Purpose, the Eternal Flame and Ancestral Legacy. So a big heap of ancestral healing in June. A lot of ancestral healing in June. At some point I'll do the full moon reading for June, and I'll do the solstice reading for June. Right, let's ask each deck about the global. Show me the global in June 2023, and then we'll wrap this video up. Show me the global in June 2023. 2 cards have come out. Oops. I don't want all those. I just want 3. Ooh, 2 people on the world stage that are going to be fighting it out. Okay, now I don't know, is this America, is this Biden, is this Trump? But 2 people on the world stage. I mean, God, I'm thinking, is it William and Harry? Is it Meghan and Kate? Is it, I don't know. But there's 2 big names on the world stage that are going to be fighting it out. Like, you know what an arm wrestle is when you used to play it with your dad? That kind of thing. People do it in pubs. So this is about the internal fight and the collective fight. But I'm also seeing this as 2 people that go head to head. The Hermit, the Knight of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. Ooh, that's interesting. I thought, are we on the same message here? It just went blank. Global predictions. Something that we weren't aware of is coming up in June 2023. Something quite huge. And when we hear it or see it, there's going to be this big surge, probably online like there is at the minute, of natter, my opinion, explosion. So what this is, obviously I don't know. And what we're being asked to do is, when this situation arises, which I feel as though it's between 2 people, maybe 2 men on the world stage. I'm not sure if there's something planned for 2 men to come together, and I don't know. I mean, when are all the elections? I'm not sure. Whatever it is, we're being asked to go within. We're being asked not to get on our, bandwagon, not to get on the bandwagon, not to get into shaming, naming, whatever, to just concentrate on ourselves. And the people that go into this energy come within to themselves. Within to themselves. Oh my God. Within to themselves. It don't even make sense, that. Within to themselves. Maybe it's a spiritual thing. It's within to themselves. Anyway, I don't want to say it. Within to themselves. I'll say it. That's how it came out. We'll get through it. As well, it's about not giving the chitter chatter and the stuff and nonsense on the global stage too much of your information. Too much of your information. It's about not giving the global stage too much of your information. Oh, maybe this is another message. Maybe we're going to be asked to do something else with, I don't know, give them some information. I don't know. That came out, whatever it is, if it resonates, if it doesn't. Not giving too much of ourselves out there. Not giving too much information out there. Interesting. We won't know until it happens. Show me the global stage in June 2023. Show me the global stage in June 2023. Oh, yes. Oh, I was right. Conflict. I'm not saying, oh, yes, conflict. I'm saying, yeah, there's something big. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's tied into the political stuff or what, honouring the path. Yes, yes. Family, friends and guides. We're going to be called into actually coming back to what matters. Family, friends, guides, you, and peace surrounding you. Whatever this is that kicks off in June is going to be one of these things where we could become really fragmented. They said, I said, I think, I'm right, you're wrong, you're not awakened because you don't see this. All of that is stuff and nonsense. And what I'm seeing is, do not jump in to this sea. I don't know if you can see there's some mountains here, and it's about standing on the mountain. Oh, powerful. So, right, sea, boat, mountains. There's some people that are going to jump straight into that sea, right, and get involved in it. okay? There are some people that are going to go to the mountain, they're going to walk along the mountain, they're going to go, I don't want to see that, I don't want to see that, I'm not looking, I'm going to get on with something else. That's also not a wise move. Then there's the others that are on the mountain and they're watching and they know that they're not going to have to jump in. They know that there is people on the ground that can already help this and they're just going to observe. But then once they've observed and they've seen and learned what they need to see and learn from it, they then walk back into their peace. Okay, they're in a peace, honouring the path. There's no point saying you're on the spiritual path and still getting into the blaming, shaming, I know, you don't know, you're this, you're that, you're not awakened, you're a sheep. There's no point getting into that if you're on the path. Because if you are on the path, you don't start talking like that to people. And you definitely don't start turning into some kind of keyboard warrior. Ooh, wonder what it's going to be. I'm thinking political, you know. It's got to be something big. It's got to be something controversial to get people ruffled up, hasn't it? So, who knows? I'll ask the tarot. I'll come back to the tarot and if I remember and ask them. Show me the global stage in June 2023. Tenderness, true love and compassion. Having tenderness for yourself and each other and coming back to nature and Gaia and coming back to natural. I'm just going to say all the time natural, organic, to not get dragged into this sicky, icky stuff that's coming up. Dancing now. Divine masculine. Yeah, it's the men. It's men. Whatever this is, it involves men. Divine masculine, electric, active power. So this is masculine energy that's coming in. Setting boundaries, threshold protection, and honour. Divine feminine. Wow. Magnetic perceptive power. So something comes in that's very toxic, loud, separative energy. Let's all go online and tell it as it is. Let's go speak our truths. And what we're being asked to do is, where is she, the divine femme? You see, that's the point. I've even lost the divine. No, I'm not. I'm going to get online. I'm going to speak my truth about this because I know and you don't know, and I'm better than you. No. My dad's harder than your dad. All of that stuff and nonsense. But what we're going to be asked to do is divine feminine. So interesting energies. Tenderness to each other, love and compassion. Not spirituality and awakening is not a tick list, right? They know that, so yes, you're awakening, it's none of that. Anyone that's doing this by a tick list, you need to get that tick list and you need to rip it up and you just need to bin it. Because spirituality and awakening and healing is not a tick list. I hate those videos, you know, triggers me. You know, what stage of awakening? The 5 stages of awakening, the 10 stages of awakening, the 100 stages of awakening, the 2 main stages of awakening. She's off now, she's on a run. No, we don't do that kind of stuff. We rip it up and we rip up the rule book and we don't do it. We don't start leaving one matrix of paradigms to then enter another. So, huge. Right, let's go with some more information about this event. Show me this event. I wonder if I'll be able to find out. I'll try. I mean, God, I could just name at least two things. It could be William and Harry, it could be Trump and Biden. Excuse me, it could be Harry and Charles, it could be William and Charles. Excuse me, my throat chakra's going with this. Putin and Zelensky. Who's Zelensky? Does he exist? Who is it? Well, we've got a tower. We've got a 5 of swords, which is somebody taking some. I wonder if it's all of them in some respect, you know. Because I can't pin it down. When I saw this, I thought, oh, it's out in the cold. It's Harry. You know, it's that energy of poor me. I'm out in the cold. I'm having to sit under a mushroom to protect myself from the rain. So I'm going to change the narrative. And I've got this Tower moment. I'm wondering if it's going to be a lot of things in June. If it's going to be a bit of royal stuff, a bit of political, and a bit of Putin and Zelensky. Zelensky, it is, isn't it? Let me know in the comments. Valencia. What's Valencia? It's somebody that's been taking a lot for some time. Maybe connected into family because we've got the Four of Wands. I'm wondering if it is, you know, because look at that. Let me know in the comments what that reminds you of. I, Prince William of Wales, do solemnly pledge my oath. Doesn't it? I wonder if it is a bit of what... Every time I sit down and do a video and I say, I am not doing a royal video, does this happen? Right, get in your diaries for June. There's going to be something around the royals. There always is anyway, so that's not a prediction. But whatever it is, I think it's a little bit of this as well. And it comes in with the sun. Yeah, these battles, two of swords again. Comes in maybe around the solstice energies. Interesting. I think there's a little bit of royalty going on. I think there's some political going on, and I think it will make more sense once we get to the end of June. And I want to say January. If I've said January throughout this reading, ignore me. Okay. Maybe something's coming up in January. Final message from each deck, June. The moon. Mysterious. The mysterious moon. Being at peace with yourself, being at peace with your shadow, being at peace with not knowing all the answers. Then I said the weirdos, Alan. Sorry. The people that think they know all the answers at the minute are actually really dangerous people, really dangerous. And you can feel it. They know, you don't know. Actually, that blocks us because the minute you say, I know, you actually block that instant other information coming in and other wisdom coming in, because there's always going to be information. There's always going to be more information and more wisdom that comes in. But when you say, I have feelings, I have a perception, but I'm open to more wisdom, you get the bigger narrative, which is why at the minute there's so many with this small-minded narrative that are going on and on and on, and like stuck records. Final message from this deck. Again, family. It could be royal family stuff as well. So your Stanley. Does anybody know? Does anyone know a Stanley? I hate that. I hate those things, you know. Anybody know a Barbara? I've got a Barbara here. Oh, cringe. Anyways, your Stanley. I don't know if anyone knows a Stanley. There is what Stanley said different way. I don't know. Stanley. Anyone else Stanley? There's a message there for you. You're Stanley. I don't even know what we're saying. Your family. Your family, the global families, community, coming together, coming back together. Also as well, for some of you, maybe this is a personal message, some of you that have maybe lost family members, and it's going through June and remembering these people, maybe it's their birthdays or anniversaries, and actually giving yourself some tender loving care. Also as well, the next generation, you know, this is where the focus needs to be, the up and coming. Maybe the up and coming world leaders, oh, I'm going really cold, are actually little boys and little girls right now. We're all looking for the next one. I mean, UK is, America is, I think. If I've not mentioned any countries in that, I apologise. Okay, any other countries? I genuinely think the next new world leaders are going to be little children. They're little children right now. There's guardians that'll hold it whilst they get ready, but the real leaders for me, the ones I'm interested in, are not on the world stage at the minute. They're actually little children, little babies, probably not even been born yet. But not just global leaders, but family leaders, the next generation stepping forward. Consciousness of lack as well. Maybe there's some more cost of living stuff coming up. Being careful what your mindset, being careful what you allow into your mindset, okay? Not feeling worthy enough could come up in June for some people. So not feeling worthy enough and knowing that you are worthy and that you are loved. And the final message from this deck, let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed this video. So we've got some global stuff coming, we've got all kinds of things coming. Holidays. June is not just about all the global stuff, it's about ice cream, it's about beaches, it's about the ocean, it's about holidays, it's about hotels, log cabins, caravans, tents, holidays. It's about planning the school holidays that are coming up. It's about the garden, it's about the colours, it's about the greens. If you're in the southern hemisphere, would it be? Yes, Claire, this is true about geography and me, shocking. It's about getting ready for the spring to come, starting to think about the spring energies that are coming. Summoning power, instinct, intellect and control. Sensuality, feminine wisdom and passion. So when these situations start arising in the world, the ones that will get through it and the ones that will get through it with ease and with intelligence and with further teaching are going to be the ones that summon their own sense of power, and not power over another or power over another one's, and that's Yorkshire, another one's opinion. It's going to be about summoning your empowerment, your instinct, your intellect and your self-control. Maybe this that comes up in June is giving us some testing to see where we're at on the path, to see where we're at on our own physical path. What have we learned so far about getting involved in all of that nonsense? So thank you for watching. Also as well, the next group healing is in June. It is the 19th, 20th and 21st of June. It is a unicorn chakra upgrade where I'll be working with the unicorns to upgrade your chakra during the solstice energies. For more information on that, the video is below in the description and so is my website. Okay, it's only £22. All my cards that I've used in this video are in the description, in the comment section. Under this video, all my other social media, Instagram, Facebook and TikTok are below as well. Thanks for watching, love to all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.